Good morning. It is 9:14 a.m. on Saturday, June 5th, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. Did I say all that right? I feel vaguely like I briefly dissociated from myself while I was talking there. Anyway, I was up kind of later than I expected last night because I got caught up playing BugSnax, which is a video game, and I'll talk more about that in a moment. But I did also last night watch the finale of Critical Role Campaign 2, and it was interesting because on the one hand, it's a little easy to laugh at a 7.5 hour episode, just because it feels like that could have been planned better. But I guess my guess is that it was all based on logistics of various things, like they had decided this was going to be the finale well in advance, and then it just kind of everyone made plans on that basis, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh well, I mean, we're still going, I guess. But it felt good. I liked it. It left. I guess I won't spoil if people haven't finished watching it yet. So I'll not get into details except to say I found the finale satisfying. I I perused Twitter on the subject just enough to see that there were a few people that were unhappy about a specific thing that again I won't get into. That obviously I believe entertainment can be important. Stories are important to us. They're meaningful. They can influence our lives. But I think it's also true that it's possible for consumers of a story to start feeling senses of ownership and entitlement to that story. And it's a very understandable human reaction, but that doesn't make it. I was going to say it's a valid emotion to have, but it does not give you actual authority beyond the emotion you had. And so some people seem really determined to be upset when a story doesn't go the way they wanted it to go. And, I think the reaction to that should, I don't know. I don't even want to get into that because it's too hard to even talk about without spoiling, and it's also, I don't want to diminish people's emotional reactions. So instead, I'll talk about BugSnax. BugSnax is a video game. I thought it was a PS5 exclusive, and then only when I finally got the PS5 did I realize there was a PS4 version also. And the truth is, it could be a PS4 game. It's not especially taking advantage of a whole lot of the PS5 architecture or anything. But it is a very silly game where you're on an island where you have all of these characters that look kind of like those walk around Muppets, and this island is populated with quote unquote BugSnax, which are essentially, like, if you imagine like a food, like a snack, like a taco or a hot dog, and the combine that with an insect in some way and make it be alive and walk around and crawl around and say its own name a lot, like a Pokemon. That's a BugSnax. It's very silly. And then when the Grumpuses, which are the name of these other characters, the sentient characters, eat them, it turns parts of their body into whatever. So if you feed the let's say if you feed a snackiri, which is like a daiquiri drink, to them, it might turn their hand into like a cocktail umbrella. Or if you feed a little pouch of chips, which is, you know, like a bug that'll just, like a cicada that'll just stick to the wall, and you feed that to them, it might turn their right arm into like a potato chip. And they don't seem to mind. They request that you find BugSnax for them to eat. It's very silly and very bizarre, but I am surprised to discover that they actually put some work into making the various characters fairly compelling and having sort of more sophisticated emotional problems than you might expect from a game where you turn people's feet into peppermint sticks. Yeah. In any case, I lost track of time last night playing it and stayed up too late. So that's silly. All right, I'm going to leave it there for right now, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes. Remember that tonight is the return of So Many Levels Rime of the Frost Maiden, and that'll be on Twitch starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. So that's it. Bye.